the Russians kick off their assault. They roll out one of the most terrifying weapons of this war, a flamethrower system that literally incinerates everything alive within its blast zone. In raw power, it stands just below nuclear weapons, and wherever it strikes, it turns the battlefield into hell. The mission is single-minded: to take out the Ukrainian strongpoint that has long stood in the way of the Russian advance. The thermobaric munitions, falling chaotically over the Ukrainian strongpoint, consume the oxygen in the air and generate massive overpressure across the impact zone. They were damn lucky, way out of the blast, yet they still suffered concussions and nearly suffocated. Most of the troops were wiped out in the rocket blast. The overload was too much to survive. Those who survived this hell decide to fall back, knowing that after the shelling comes the cleansing of the position. For a long time, Russian command prepared to capture the stronghold, pulling in large reserves for the strike. When the artillery sweep ended, the assault force surged ahead. Motorcycles and armored personnel carriers tore toward the landing site, trying to stay clear of Ukrainian drones. The operation was carefully planned and executed with precision. It unfolded lightning fast, and Ukrainian forces couldn't react in time. They stormed the trenches, leaving no threat standing. Orders are clear: no prisoners. Take every last one out. The mortar crew positions the weapon, targeting the enemy trenches. This fire support lets infantry advance swiftly over the destroyed enemy. The advance is moving at a breakneck pace. Meanwhile, the Russian sniper circles around from the rear and takes position with a clear view of the Ukrainian retreat routes. Russian drone operators detect a Ukrainian group and pass the coordinates to the sniper, who now knows exactly where they'll appear. Cold calculation, a light touch on the trigger. Almost everyone trying to flee is cut down. War, a mad, ugly act that grinds up destinies with a cold, impassive face. Russian assault units have swept through most of the trenches, facing no resistance from Ukrainian defenses. The preliminary work of artillery and mortars paid off. They sweep the trenches, finishing off all cover and the wounded. Only a handful of feet remain, and the strong point is secured. The soldier heard a hoarse voice from a trench. Apparently, these were wounded Ukrainian fighters who couldn't evacuate after the artillery barrage. The Russian soldier instantly pulls a grenade and throws it toward them. That was the last cry of a Ukrainian soldier. The Russians move in and find the wounded fighters already finished off by the grenade. Among them, one Ukrainian soldier still held a photo of his family, gripping it tightly until the last moment. And like hyenas, they start looting everything in sight. Russian command sees through drone cameras a Ukrainian armored personnel carrier speeding to rescue the last handful of soldiers who got out first after the artillery strike. And just listen to the sarcasm in which they revel in their cruelty as they give their orders.
Пулеметчик, дай дороги, огонь! Пилот, давайте беглый, бегом! Два выбежали, три, их там четверо было.
The RPG gunner takes aim and strikes the target precisely.
Пулеметчик, пулеметчик!
Under a storm of hits, it refuses to fall. That's the power of American steel.
Красавчик, красавчик! Давай, давай еще! Давай, давай, пилот, вверх! Давай!
Unbelievable how tough this armor is.
Еще! Красавчик! Давай еще скажи! Пулеметом работайте!
The RPG failed to break through. An anti-tank guided missile comes into play. The vehicle endured 3 hits, but the 4th proved fatal. The crew is badly concussed. Even wounded, he held on and fired his last magazine. The grenade brought the fight to an end, carrying away the hope of survival. The assault troops pushed through to the end and cleared this position entirely. This battle went to the Russians. They seized the fortified point quickly and skillfully. In the trenches, work goes on, fortifying positions, setting camouflage nets, hauling in supplies, arranging daily life. Command ordered the destroyed armored carrier to be recovered as a trophy, so the general could showcase his brilliant planning. As evening falls and the day's work on fortifications ends, soldiers sit together, talking about their lives back home. But beneath it all hides the silence of the unspoken. Tomorrow may never come. War is Russian roulette.